SBR Videos is sponsored by Sports Cash System. Click on the link below for more information. Hi, welcome to SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Handicappers recap show that we do every Monday, where we take a look back at all the picks that the professional handicappers in the game preview videos that we do every week actually did. And this week, kind of a mixed bag. The guys went 7-7 in the NFL, but if you don't count Jeff Cadillac's picks, they went 7-5 against the spread in the NFL. College football, a bunch of them did all right, but Joe Duffy did terrible. But he takes every game that I assign him, so it's kind of a mixed bag. I lost my Pete's parlays, but haters don't get too excited. I'm still up $390 on the year, which is a positive ROI of 19.5%. So overall, I'm still up, but not happy about not having had a winner in a while. Try to give a winner this week. All right, let's get down to the individual picks. In the NFL, Joe Duffy did give us one winner with his one pick, again nailing the Thursday night game. That brings him to 24-11 against the spread in the NFL overall. So congratulations, Joe Duffy, for that awesome record. Then Troy West went 2-1 in the three picks that have gone off so far. He also has Dallas in the Monday night game, and those were some great picks. Tampa Bay, very, very sharp there, and San Diego, awesome pick. And the one loss was Detroit. That was a tough one. That was his weakest play, but he took the game anyway and went with it. But he's now 20-18-1 against the spread in the NFL with us, and he's got Dallas on Monday night. And Brandon Shively took a tough loss. San Francisco -2.5. They won by 2. In the NFL, sometimes that does matter. The difference between 2 and 2.5. We have to give Shively a loss on that one. And then Stephen O. Amazing, right? Again, gave us another winner. This one, Arizona, -6. And I actually talked to Brent from BetDSI, and he told me that St. Louis took sharp action at +7, and that line closed all the way at 4. But, Stephen O. said Arizona -6 had value. And he was exactly right. That brings him to 8-6-1 on the year in the NFL. And since he started giving us premium picks from his site, he has not given us one loser. Very, very impressive, Stephen O. Then Tony George, tough, close loss again on the over in Carolina, New Orleans. Man, that one almost went over. He's had a bunch of tough losses with us, but we have to give him another loss from last week. And then Al McMorty, man, took 2 tough ones. 2 losses, Washington +3.5. Most debated game of the week. Supposedly the Sharps were on Washington. Al McMorty was on Washington. I was on Washington, but everyone at SBR was dead on with their pick on KC. We have to give Al McMorty 2 losses from last week. And then Scott Kellen, look at that, boom. 2 wins, 2-0 against the spread. That brings his record overall in the year in the NFL to 14-8 against the spread. Great pick on Denver. They were losing at halftime, wound up covering with ease, and Minnesota, great pick as well. And then Jeff Cadillac. Oh, geez. Oh, boy. Okay. 2 more losses for Jeff Cadillac, bringing his record to 17-1 against the spread overall on the year in our videos. But he does remain one of our most popular handicappers, and the people who identified him as an auto fade in the beginning of the year have used his picks to make a lot of money this year. So I really love his calls every week. And then Shark Harrison got a great pick with Cincinnati -5.5. That brings him to 3-5 against the spread overall on the year. And Shark does give us great picks every week. I expect him to be profitable going forward. And then college football, we covered every single game last week. So, no one was picking and choosing the games that they really like. Kind of a mixed bag. Troy West went 1-2 against the spread with his picks. That Duke Florida State line, he liked over 62. That one closed way higher. I think closed like 66.5. But it was a loser. Stanford Arizona State was a great pick, though. Troy West went 1-2. And then Joe Duffy. Oh, boy. Look at that. Look at that, 1-7 against the spread in the 8 games that he took with us last week. But I keep telling Joe, I'm like, man, Joe just takes any game that I ask him to take. I could ask him to cover 25 games, he'll take them all. Last week he took 8 and, handicapped them rapid fire. He went 1-8 against the spread, so that is not a good record, but he does have a great record at his site all year long, so don't let that one faze you. And I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to be like, Joe, listen, why don't you just take a few less games, just take the ones that you really like instead of giving an opinion on whatever I take. But Joe will take anything I give him. And then Steve from collegefootballwinning.com, bam, great pick, South Alabama -3. And if you saw that game, that was super sharp. If you watched the preview video, he gave great reasoning for it, and based on his reasoning, I also personally wound up loving the under, which wound up winning. So thanks, Steve from collegefootballwinning.com. And then Brandon Shively, Look at that, Rice +5. Bam, nailed that one. And according to Brent from BetDSI, the Sharps loved Marshall. That line closed at like 6.5 or 7. But Brandon Shively was dead on with that one, and I agreed with him on that. And then Tony George, Oklahoma, bam, +9.5. There was some debate on that one. Brent did tell me that Sharps came in on Oklahoma State -9.5. The Sharps had a bad week last week, and I agreed with Tony George. I stood my ground on that pick. I liked Oklahoma as well. Tony George liked it, gave great reasons why, and it turned out to be a winner. So it was a mixed bag in NFL and college football this week. And again, you know, my parlay, I split all the picks. I wound up losing both parlays. I'm still up again, $390 for the year. Plus 19.5% ROI, but you know, I got to start picking winners soon, and I think I will. And that's our Handicappers recap show for NFL Week 14, college football Week 15. Thanks for tuning in.